from Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London, England. It's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. We'll see Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons taking on Zach Wilson and the New York Jets.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New York Jets and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Throwing is Wilson. He finds Corey Davis.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Avery Williams deep for Atlanta. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And the Falcon offense about ready to go to work here for the first time, and leading them as he has since 2008 is the veteran quarterback, former MVP, Matt Ryan.
I loved our discussion this week. You know, we had our weekly phone call to talk about our game coming up, and we had to reflect on the fact that he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award last week, yet his team lost. You don't see that very often.
No, I know a lot of people dislike that, but when you look at the numbers across the conference from last week, he was clearly the best. So I say the award goes to him, and it did.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. He was so good, they just couldn't ignore him.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And here comes the end around as Ryan will just leave this for his wide out. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Here's Ryan to throw. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 24 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's brought down. The numbers for Ridley a week ago. 7 catches, 80 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
On 1st down, Ryan. And it's complete, right back to Ridley. 7 yards, the pickup there. This defense for the Jets, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions. and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that's a good substantial run there for Mike Davis. And how about his career resurgence? Because he's bounced around a bit in the NFL. From San Francisco to Seattle to Chicago to Carolina. And now here with the Atlanta Falcons. Always dependable, Mike Davis.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. On second and a couple. Ryan got a man. It's Patterson complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. They'll try and run for it with Davis. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second and goal, Ryan to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On third and goal, Ryan. Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now they hand off to Coleman. Wiggles free. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw is Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Now a 2nd down and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Wilson. On the screen, this is Coleman. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Wilson will throw again. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal could change the fortunes of the team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Russell Wilson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth, Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. Well, they fell last week at the hands of the Washington football team, but they've got the lead right now. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On third down, Davis. And Davis, he's not going to get there. Unable to make it to the yellow line. They stop him short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. First and 10, it's Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. On second down now, it's Patterson, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Dumps this off underneath. Here's Davis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. They go back to the ground now with Davis. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Ryan. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Under pressure, they got him again. For the Sade Aluakin. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Play action, Ryan. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Davis will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Foyesade on the wicket. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line is really hunkered down.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Wilson. And the grab by Croft. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. A 1st down carry for Davis. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Ryan going to give this to Davis, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Atlanta, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.